A lioness, favored by the king, sparks envy. Attacked by her sisters, the king stands aloof. To secure her lineage, she seeks the king's brother, but fails and is cast out of pride. With vengeance, she flees to the valley. She is Manirong, lion and kingskin. Her tail winds like the Nile's curves. Let me trim the sprawling vines, to tell of fangs that pierce fate. Manirong, the unluckiest of lions, endures her sister's relentless bullying. Starting daily, she resorts to stealing cheetah's hard-won prey, climbing trees to snatch a meager meal. She prepares to feast at last, but her sisters ambush her mid-bite. And beat her mercilessly. Even cheetahs nearby shake their heads. This lioness suffers greatly. More absurd still, the old king joins her sisters to scavenge. Manirong's heart aches, but she's a voiceless outcast in the pride. Fate's wheel turns when two rogue males invade the pride. The old king flees in disgrace. The pride falls to the new king's rule. Handsome, he makes lionesses swoon, yet his mind tangles like knotted mane. He climbs trees with fearless grace, but freezes, terrified when descending. Clinging to the trunk, he sways, tail curled like a question. His first attempt nearly ends in a high-altitude tumble. Trembling, he clings to the bark. Manirong watches, stunned from above. No Cao Yuan Baju here. Just a big cat stuck in a tree. His nth attempt baffles the pride. He takes a deep breath, as if to leap boldly, but slips clumsily. Startling buffalo miles away, their bellows echo like chaos. His antics are laughably inept, but his charm wins hearts. Jonah's mane flows in a breeze. Lionesses swoon instantly. The eldest sister claims him first, but the king tires of her quickly. Their bond fades, ending in a split. Then, young, radiant Manirong catches his eye. The pair revel in moonlit romance, staging countless love scenes. But who could foresee their tryst interrupted by chaos? A buffalo herd shatters their moment. A crazed buffalo chases the king across the vast savanna. Panting, he outruns the beast, then pauses, humiliated before his beloved, his pride deeply wounded. To reclaim honor, he charges the buffalo in a bold strike. But the clash draws her sister's eyes. Jealousy burns in their gaze. Their envy spills like venom, as if to say, watch out, we'll make you pay. Dawn gilds the savanna in bronze. 3 fluffy cubs circle Manirong, pawing playfully at her belly, mewing for milk hungrily. Their tiny roars beg for food. Manirong gazes at her cubs with tender pride. They tumble and play, their soft growls sweet as molten honey, warming her heart deeply. 2 months ago, she birthed them in agony. Now, their joy curves her lips. No longer a lonely outcast lioness. She's a needed mother. Yet, after the cub's birth, the king struts off daily, roaming with his brother, leaving promises scattered in the wind. To feed her ravenous cubs, Manirong becomes a tireless hunter. Noon's sun blinds her eyes. Her throat burns like dry grass. Yet she stalks warthogs relentlessly. Dust clouds sting her vision, but ignite her primal ambition. Swift as a blade, she bursts from the reeds, carving paths through brittle grass. In 2 short seconds, her prey falls lifeless at her paws. But as she lifts the warthog, a familiar shadow looms near. Her sister's eyes gleam with greed. Like vultures over carrion, she lunges, tearing the air. As dusk thickens, Manirong limps back, battered and scarred. Her heart hurts more than her wounds. Her cubs gnaw on days-old bones, sucked dry. Even the marrow is long gone. One cub mistakes dry grass for food. Its hopeful eyes break Manirong's heart. A metallic taste coats her throat. She turns away quietly, licking salty tears from her eyes. Claws dig deep into the earth. A mother's battle has only begun. While her sisters nap at noon, a haunting memory keeps her awake. The king shielding her in a storm, his mane a barrier against the rain. The image stabs like countless needles. A cub approaches, first still warm, bearing the king's lingering scent, igniting rage in her choked throat. Fury strikes like a viper, piercing her heart. Manirong's lightning pounce shatters her sister. She channels all her strength into her paws. Claws rake across her sister's face. Each swipe echoes her cub's pain, venting their hunger and loss. But the beaten sister smirks. Her gaze shifts past Manirong, fixing on the cubs nearby. Her eyes drip with cruel intent. You may guard them today, but what about tomorrow? Death's shadow strikes when hunters turn away. As Manirong vanishes into the grass, her sister glides silently into the den. The cub's weak cries soon fade, replaced by the... Manirong returns from the hunt, but it's too late. The air reeks of unshakable loss. As night falls, she unleashes a heart-rending roar. No anger, just hollow grief. A void where her heart once beat, like wind through shattered bones. Her cub's warm breath lingers in memory, but reality is cold as winter stone. Curling in the empty den, a reckless spark ignites her mind. If nature stole her cubs, she'll defy it with new blood. The king's brother, Nato, ever watching from the shadows, becomes her desperate gamble. She trails him, a whisper in the dusk, like dry leaves in a northern gust. She follows close behind Nato. His steely gaze locks onto hers. A snarl betrays his hidden desire. Her frozen heart cracks open. Ripples of suppressed longing surge, each shared breath a dance on a blade, until moonlight betrays them, casting their secret into the king's eyes. The king's pupils flare. A roar of fury shatters the night. He charges, splitting their tangled forms, his mane ablaze with righteous wrath, pinning Manirong to the earth. She sees guilt flicker in Nato's eyes, but he dares not raise a paw against the king. The exiled decree falls. Manirong is driven from a pride. Cold backs of the pride behind her. An endless plain stretches ahead. Wind stirs dust in her mane, yet can't scatter the life growing within her. She glances back at the land of glory and ruin. Moonlight freezes tears in her eyes like frost. Vengeance takes root in her womb. Each step forward carves a blood oath into the earth. One day, she vows, she'll return with new strength to make betrayers hear her roar from hell.